Hello, Miss Marlee. Your reading is going to be a little bit non-specific, I guess would be the right way to describe it. I sent you an email asking for your birth signs and your birth date and stuff like that. But since I don't have that information, I'm going to go ahead and do your reading anyway. And I know that you were concerned about what has been put upon you, curse-wise and things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck here. And I'm just going to use your name and basically the energy that I picked up from you during our conversation. Okay? Gods and goddesses, dear universe, dear spirit, what messages do you have for Marlee Pryor, who is concerned about whether a hex has been put on her? Please give me a Celtic cross. What energies do you have for Marlee Pryor? Give me a Celtic cross, please. Okay, I think I'm going to shuffle it one last good time, and then we'll cut the deck. Okay. All right, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Lovers. So this is the card for Gemini. Since I'm not sure what your signs are and who the individuals that you're referring to, what their signs are, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the energies that come up. This is the card for Gemini. This is also a card that represents marriage and unions. This can also imply that there's a third-party situation that's taken place and the person in the middle has not made a decision. In the present position, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is basically you deciding to focus on your goals. You're coming out of a time of separation and conflict with someone as well, which I do believe you were telling me a little bit about what was going on with you and your ex-husband, or your husband, in which you guys are now separated. I feel like you guys have already separated. You're coming out of that period of separation, and you're just focused on, your goals right now. But definitely, this is the energy of avoiding an argument. Challenging you is the Six of Swords in reverse. So you're having a difficult time moving on. There's a lot of baggage created from the separation. And I also feel as though just your experiences with this other person that was involved with your relationship, I feel like that's also what's keeping you back, what's holding you back. Recent past, I see the Seven of Wands. So this is all about you forging forward on your own, regardless of whether other people around you agree. This can also talk about competition and clashing of opinions. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. And it just seems as though there's been a lot of bickering. There's been a lot of negativity, deception, and the list goes on. The near future, I see the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like your financial and home situation is for the most part stable. This also talks about you honing your craft, putting your work and effort into building something. And I feel like this is more money and home related, seeing as how you are coming out of a separation. But at the same time, emotionally, I feel like the baggage that's been left behind after this person has left you, it seems as though you're having a really, really difficult time, accepting things as they are. Conscious thoughts, I see the Moon in reverse. So the Moon is a card for Pisces. This is also in reference to extreme unhappiness and emotional confusion. You're releasing your fears, but you're still unhappy that you lost your mate. Subconscious, I see the Ten of Chalices in reverse. Yeah, so all about breakups, extreme loneliness, and you're just overall feeling like, you don't have it all right now. You're feeling emotionally drained. I mean, and I'm going to go ahead and clarify these for you, of course, but then in the advice position, we have the Five of Pentacles. So financially, I would say watch your spending. But I also feel as though this person has been taking mutual funds that you both shared and spending them. Maybe you've been giving him money, whatever the case may be, or he's giving you money, or was, and it seems as though right now it's saying don't spend all your money. This also talks about feeling left out in the cold. Okay? I feel as though you're focused on what's been lost. There could be some sort of physical illness that you're dealing with as well. Maybe not you specifically, but someone that you've been taking care of within your home and your family. You know, this could also be in reference to, you know, you not being able to travel ahead or to move away from the situation due to funds being a little tight. External factors, we have the Ace of Chalices. So, yeah, you know, this person's looking to start new. Your husband seems as though, you know, he's already accepted this new love offer. And I will definitely clarify that because, you know, I definitely know it's a new beginning. But, you know, this Eight of Pentacles in the near future is a little confusing to me. But the Ten of Swords here in your hopes and fears, this talks about being stabbed in the back, you know. You've been going through a lot of emotional upheavals right now, and this ending that's taken place has resulted in a new beginning for your husband, but you're still stuck in this cycle here due to a lack of closure and due to this betrayal. And in the outcome, I see the Empress. So there could be news of either you getting ready to, you know, find out that you have a child. This could also refer to your husband, you know, having you know, made a child with this other person. But this also talks about you being abundant. I feel like you will recover stability within your home and your financial life, but for the most part, this talks about fertility as well, and either you're expecting or the third party is expecting. But let me go ahead and clarify this for you. As for the curse that you feel has been placed upon you, usually when you see the Ten of Swords or anything swords related, it's usually a good indicator that yes, someone is sending you ill will, they're sending you psychic attacks. And I feel as though this is a lot of your fears adding fuel to that as well, just due to the way this betrayal came about. But let's go ahead and clarify this to be sure. Seven of Wands. Okay, clarifying that is the Devil in reverse. So we have Capricorn energy here, but since this card is in the reverse, you're reclaiming your power by moving forward on your own. And this also refers to releasing yourself from a situation in which you felt bound. Also, this is all about sexual attraction and, you know, lusty behavior. Someone with strong magnetism, but, you know, they don't really have, you know, your best interest at heart. They don't have good intentions. It appears that you have already reclaimed your power. Dealing with this separation and having to forge forward on your own. Show me the Five of Wands in reverse. Three of Chalices in reverse. That's another indication that third-party behavior. Three is a crowd. And this is also emotional blockages and, you know, anti-celebratory energy. And I feel as though he's avoiding you. He's avoiding you, and he's avoiding confrontation behind his actions. But I do feel like there are children involved, whether that would be you and you have children with this man, or he has found out or will be finding out that there's a child on the way. Six of Swords in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, someone's tired of feeling single, and I think that this is your energy. I feel like this is your challenge. And I feel as though, you know, maybe you're throwing yourself into your work, you're over invested in your work. But yeah, there's an energy of, you know, wanting to be in a relationship, but this is too toxic for you to stay in. Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like this is nearing completion because I see a lot of nines and I see multiple tens. But definitely there are conflicts that you're going to have to come out of once the cycle is in on its way to being completed. We even have the World card clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So it seems that, I feel as though you've been doing fairly well with your home and financial life. But I do feel as though, this is all about completed cycles. This is all about traveling. I feel like you will be doing some moving, or if not moving, maybe you'll be going on vacation or just any type of trip that you have planned. This card can also represent the signs Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So however those signs may apply to you. But yes, definite travel on the cards. This is all about success and perfectionism. You are honing your craft. You are basically, when you see the Eight of Pentacles, it's all about apprenticeship. So maybe you've started training at a new job. You've got a lot of hours. You've been throwing yourself into your work. But there's just so much emotional upheaval due to you being stabbed in the back because this person has not been faithful and this person has not been honest. Show me the Moon in reverse. Clarifying that is the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor is the card for Aries. So since this is in the reverse, this talks about, someone in your midst being rigid. Maybe you're dealing with a tyrant within the workplace and you're dealing with some issues there as well. Offers being turned down, financial drains. I feel as though, this person is out of control. They're very controlling, very rigid, and just, they're very inflexible. Their way or the highway type of behavior. And show me the Ten of Chalices in reverse. Just me seeing that doesn't look good. Mother of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel as though your family and work commitments are imbalanced here. And this can also represent a missed opportunity as well. Maybe there's an earth sign that is a third party here. Or if this is in reference to one of the signs in your chart, maybe you have some earth signs in there as well. But I feel as though there's imbalance here. There's a lack of abundance here. Broken home situations just due to this third party. Five of Pentacles. Four of Swords in reverse. So you're mentally restless, and it could have something to do with your money situation, or you're just restless over the fact that he left you out in the cold. You need to take a step back, isolate yourself, come to terms with what's happened here. I definitely will be taking care of your spell, of course, just to make sure you're protected from negativity. But from what I'm seeing here, this person is a karmic bond, but you've now reclaimed your power, and I suggest that you stay away from it. Ace of Chalices. Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so this person is very flighty. Okay, this is all about a lack of a long-term vision. Also missed opportunities. If you do have Earth somewhere in your chart, this can also represent that he's turned you down and decided to go for something new. Also, with the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse, this can talk about major imbalances within a relationship. And this can represent short-term focus. There's a lack of planning, a lack of foresight with the circumstances that are about to develop here. And I get this strong feeling that there's going to be a child involved, and that's going to be the major shakeup for you. Ten of Swords. Eight of Swords. So you're trapped in your head. You feel as though you've been cursed. First of all, don't add any more fuel to the psychic attack that's been sent your way. I want you to stay focused, stay calm, and trust in my abilities and my power to be able to help you and prevent any type of binding spells, any type of hexes, things like that. You are protected. And make sure you stay in touch with your higher power. Okay? I will do my work on your behalf, and you needn't worry about it any longer, because this person here has obviously, they've been extremely reckless and impulsive, very prideful and arrogant, I feel. The Empress. Yeah, the Two of Swords in reverse. So yeah, so I feel as though you're no longer blinded to the truth of a situation, and I feel like it involves kids. You're no longer blinded to the truth of the fact that there is a third party involved. But I will say, for the most part, you will turn out okay. And I feel like once you know that, you know, your protection spell has been cast, and once you get this reading and get more insight into what's going on, what he's thinking, I'm sure that you will definitely turn out okay. But you will be finding out the truth about some sort of child in on its way. Two of Swords in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. So again, money-wise, home-wise, you will be just fine. You know, this is something long-term. You will find some opportunities or new financial opportunities, and they will provide you with the long-term stability that maybe you might have been a little concerned about prior to getting this reading. But if not, this is all about you healing and understanding. This is all about you maintaining long-term stability within your home and financial realm. But as for the truth of this relationship and the situation that will follow, you will find out about something regarding a kid, you know. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. So I see that this is Cancer energy, okay? This is also about you feeling like you lack control of the situation. This is also a lack of success, a lack of moving forward with this long-term commitment that you were hoping to reestablish, because it's extremely scattered and all over the place. And it does seem as though it just came out of nowhere. So once I remove this hex here, I feel like things will be turning in your favor for sure. Let me just clarify this once more. The Chariot in reverse. The Lovers again, yeah, so he's not making a decision. Two of Swords in reverse also represents indecision. I feel as though this person is torn. I also feel as though you're torn. More Sun of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This is all about feeling stagnant, feeling stuck. You're unable to move forward. You feel like maybe you're unable to find new financial opportunities, and it's been that way for quite some time. This can also represent, you know, laziness and just, you know, this person not putting in the effort that they need to be putting in due to this other party, this third party. But yeah. You know, I will definitely take care of you, so don't worry. I'm still awaiting your supplies, but I will be recording your spell, and you'll know when it's done. So until next time, sweetie, stay strong, stay focused, stay positive, and yeah, stay blessed, not stressed, girl. Peace and love.